Hey, Mr. Boucher, welcome to my crib. I, Judge Abby, believe that our class created a democratic country. The government made sure that everyone is being heard and paid attention to the politicians' requests. I also believe that the government tried to be collaborative as well because they tweaked decisions to make more people pleased with the outcome. For example, when discussing laws in the House of Commons, the government would constantly ask for input from the country to make changes to the law so everyone, or mostly everyone, would be happy with the law. For the law that states the minimum and maximum price for units, the government compromised and discussed it for a prolonged period of time and heard everyone's input on the law. They then came to an informed decision based on the needs of the citizens, which everyone agreed with. I believe our country was quite similar to Canada politically because both countries at the moment are run by a conservative government. This adds similarity such as the gap between rich and poor, which is quite large considering it goes from homeless to fairly wealthy. Our country has a similar economy to Canada because everyone had enough money to survive and there were many opportunities to make money for those who wanted to. The two countries differ socially because the amount of isolation in Hoppletoppleton. The only news that we are concerned about is the news within our country that affects the people of our country. We don't have much external interaction or as many different cultures and media as Canada. I began to understand how the government interacts with its citizens and what voting is all about. I learned that you really need to be informed on what different parties are representing and what qualities you are looking for when electing politicians to the House of Commons. If you don't know why you're voting for a party, they are probably not the party you should be voting for. For example, the only reason I voted for Cassie over Brooke in the second election was because she did a good job the year before. If I had looked into what Brooke promised and what she was trying to represent, I would have realized that she was an environmentalist, like me, and that she could be an asset to my hidden agenda. It was typically human nature to vote for the person that seemed more appealing rather than making the effort to be educated and informed on making important decisions. I believe I was indeed an active, purposeful, and informed citizen because of how I played the game. I was active by participating in every event throughout the years. I went as far as nominating myself to become Supreme Court judge and informing all of my classmates that I was very interested in playing this role. I even tweeted about how people should elect me. I also wrote it on the board a few times when you were gone. I also participated in all class discussions and tried to help resolve issues between classmates. It was purposeful because I was motivated in completing goals I set for myself every year with reasons for survival and my hidden agenda behind them. The first goal I set was becoming judge because I felt that I could have a role of power, have fun, and make money too. I also set goals for my initiative in order to make money and succeeded. I have played the role as an informed citizen by staying educated on the issues and rules/laws of the country. Before the court was held, I reviewed the cases and what laws or rights they were violating. I kept up to date on what was happening around me and I paid attention to changes. My fellow citizens showed they were responsible by actively participating in the game inside and outside of class. For example, all of the initiatives that went on in our class. They took civic mirror seriously and showed an effort to try and do well in the game. Everyone who had a role in the government fulfilled their duties and made an effort to run for the country to run smoothly. Some citizens were irresponsible by ignoring their hidden agendas and not contributing to the country. For example, they did not partake in class discussions at town hall and they did not prove any input in the House of Commons or did not show interest in initiatives, whether it was theirs or not.
I would change the amount of Supreme Courts we had. It was not very fun being the judge when there was no court cases to be heard. Hope you enjoyed.